Hi there, I'm Kiyonori Sakai. I'd like to introduce my experience of installing the video editing software DaVinci Resolve on Linux and actually use it. I hope you enjoy. In fact, this video was created and edited on Linux. I will show you the actual work scenery. In conclusion, it can be used on Linux, but honestly, I do not recommend it. I will point out 5 reasons. 1. High system requirements. For example, over 32 gigabytes of memory is required. 2. Require hardware expansion and configurations. In my case, it costs to add memory and graphic board. 3. Difficult to install. It needs some knowledge of operating Linux. 4. Cannot use Japanese directly. Kind of subtitles, file names, setting names. You need another editor in order to write in Japanese. 5. Cannot read video file directly without codec conversion. Who have only Linux PC or who eager to use only Linux, please overcome these difficulties and use it. Or there are some softwares that can be used without much effort, kind of Openshot or Shotcut. I've tried so far, but I've given up on using DaVinci Resolve on Linux and will continue to use it on Mac. Due to the difficulties, I decided that there was no rational reason to use it on Linux. If you have a Mac or Windows, install DaVinci Resolve on them and use it. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions and comments, please write down. See you next video. Bye!